Hi, this is Thresden, and this is part 9 of an Elder Scrolls Online Greymoor Edition walkthrough. When we last left off, we had just come back from Black Reach Greymoor Caverns. And while we were there, we had helped some ghost hunters who were dealing with disappearing miners. No one knew what had happened to these miners. And it turned out that the guy running the town, he had been sacrificing people to a vampire in order to protect the town. Hang on just a second here. For some reason, it's dropping a lot of frames. Okay, it appears to be fixed now. So what we need to do is to go back into Black Reach and chase down the vampire assassin who killed Queen Gerhyld. We're still chasing him and still haven't been able to apprehend him. So I'm going to go ahead and sell some stuff and deconstruct some stuff, and then we'll go ahead and get going. Alright, so I've gotten my inventory down to just 7 items out of 60, so we can go ahead and go to Black Reach. Once we get through this quest, we'll probably be at level 10, and then we can go back to the core game areas and join the Undaunted Guild and get ready to start doing dungeons and battlegrounds. But we've got to get to level 10 first. Showing the quest icon over here, but I kind of don't believe that. I can't imagine it's in the water.
All this time, the Overseer was working with a vampire. I knew there was something unpleasant about him.
All those people disappeared, and the Overseer was behind it all along? That's terrible.
You must be new to Dusktown. You've still got that look. Well, get settled in. You won't be allowed topside again until you complete your contract. So you might as well get comfortable.
You mean you're a prisoner down here?
A prisoner? No. Why would you think that? But we did sign a contract. Promised to stay until the work was done and never breathe a word. Otherwise, being a bonded miner with the Bitterblade Mining Consortium is a lucrative opportunity.
Have you seen a man with an eye patch come through town?
Can't say that I have. And I haven't seen any ghosts or monsters either, come to think of it. Even though the rest of the town can't stop talking about them. Anyway, welcome aboard and good mining.
Ghosts and monsters?
Oh, don't let the rumors scare you. Miners are a superstitious lot, and being this far underground can play havoc with your senses. If you need to know anything else about Dusktown or working for the Bitterblade Mining Consortium, just ask.
So you said you haven't seen or heard about anything suspicious going on down here?
You mean those fools setting up their ghost traps? They're harmless, and if they make the superstitious miners feel better, I'm all right with that. El and Overseer Erlvar have been nothing but fair and honest with all of us.
This guy doesn't seem to have heard that Overseer Erlvar betrayed them and was feeding them to a vampire. El and Overseer Erlvar?
El Bitterblade. She owns the consortium. Erlvar's her husband and our Overseer. They built Dusktown to support their claim. They're savvy business folk, Secretive, but that goes with the territory when you break a new mine.
Have you seen any locations where bandits could hide down here?
What a curious question. This whole place was tailor-made for undesirables. Tunnels, sunken barrows, dwarven ruins, lots of secluded spots. But don't worry, we're the only ones down here. El's precautions make sure of that.
How did you get involved with this mining operation?
Same as most of us, I reckon. I saw a posting in a tavern, talked to an agent, signed some papers, and here I am. Well, after they blindfolded me and walked me all over snow and creation. The work is hard, but the wages are excellent.
Okay. Let's see what everybody else thinks. Now, I keep seeing these quest icons, and I can't tell where it's at. Is this quest inside of here? Ah, here we go.
Well?
You find a letter, soiled and crumpled, but seems to be about an important job at the Bard's College of Solitude. Okay, so we need to go to the Bard's College at some point when we are in Solitude.
Go bother someone else, Horker. If I don't finish this by the end of my shift, the Overseer will have my hide.
I'm looking for someone who wears a patch over his left eye. If you don't remember, the vampire assassin, he's missing an eye as an eye patch. That's why I keep asking them this.
What do I look like? The town crier? If the Overseer wanted us to be observant, he wouldn't have blindfolded us when he brought us here.
You were blindfolded?
You weren't? Up to this point, the Overseer and his wife have been extra careful about keeping the exact location of this mine and the mining town a secret. What makes you special, I wonder?
Look, I'm just looking for a man with an eye patch.
Well, I haven't seen anyone like that. Now pick up a shovel and help me or hork off. I can't afford to lose this job.
There's Lyra. She just walked up from behind her.
What a waste of time. These people have no clue as to what's going on down here. I wonder if being stupid was part of their service contract. Did you turn up anything?
No one I spoke to has seen a man with an eye patch.
Just because no one saw him doesn't mean he wasn't here. Let's talk to Fen before we start turning this place inside out. Maybe he's had better luck.
Fen said he'd meet us outside the far side of town.
Right, skulking in the shadows. Lead the way. I'm right behind you.
Now, I just heard something that sounded like a harrowstorm. See if I see a harrowstorm anywhere. Yeah. Question is, can I get there in time? It looks pretty far away. Okay, yeah, I'm probably going the wrong way. Well, maybe not. I'm closer. I'm out of stamina. Can't run anymore. Alright, here we go.
this. Your attempts to interfere with this ritual are as meaningless as they are.
Apparently we have no healers here, or no one's healing me. Okay, now. Gotta be really careful.
Is prepared. Stage nears completion.
Ooh, that hurt.
As long as one pipe remains, the ritual will continue. Our harvest begins.
Tough fight. We don't have enough people, really. There's a sky shard over there. I need to make sure I don't forget it.
Has served its purpose.
Got him. Yeah, see, more people are showing up now. We're starting to make progress now. It just took a while for everybody to get here.
A meaningless victory. You've destroyed one of hundreds. Your struggle is doomed to failure.
Ancestor Ash, Ring of Winter's Respite. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, though, I really need these health rings. Bile Coagulant, Meridia's Healing Rod. That was from earlier. Did I even eat a food buff? I did. Increase all primary stats. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Get this sky shard. All right, now where is Fenorian? I'm not level 10 yet, right? Close. It's the wrong way. Alright, I've got to go down this bridge right here. And I think through a tunnel. I got here through a tunnel. Alright, I'm just gonna recall. Because I'm gonna get lost here. Come on, Finn, where are you?
All this time, the Overseer was working with a vampire. I knew there was something unpleasant.
Yes, you've said that before. We know you knew there was something unpleasant about him.
Over here! You're just in time. I spotted the vampire with the eye patch.
Alright.
He met with the Coven witch, who immediately ordered her lackeys to place witch pikes around the area.
Oh no. How can they summon a storm underground?
With arcane phenomena, anything is possible. If we hurry, we can stop this Harrowstone before it causes any damage. You and Lyris should split up. We need to destroy all of the witch pikes.
What will you be doing while we deal with the witch pikes?
I'll track the Queen's assassin and the Coven witch. You focus on stopping the Harrowstorm. I'll find you after that, and we'll confront the vampire and the witch together.
Alright, we'll take care of the witch pikes.
Move. You take the east side, I'll take the west. Then meet in the middle.
Alright, let's go meet up with Lyris. Hopefully she's destroyed the one to the west. Well, where the heck is Lyris? I didn't see her over there.
You stopped the Harrowstone before it could even get started. Now to deal with the vampire and the witch. Well done, my friend. Before the witch could even begin her ritual, I saw the magicka disappear like the flame of a snuffed candle. The witch and the vampire assassin fled to Coggindams, a dwarven ruin. We can deal with them in there.
We should find Lyris first.
Time is of the essence. You get to the ruin, I'll find Lyris and we'll meet you there. It's southeast of Dusktown. If you get there before us, go inside and guard the entrance until we arrive.
Alright, I'll meet you in the dwarven ruin.
I'll find Lyris and we'll be right behind you. Remember, Coggindams is southeast of Dusktown.
Okay. Coggin thumbs. Wonder what this quest is over here. I just saw a quest icon. Here we go. Kelbarn's to-do list. My goals for today. Find some mining samples and bring them to that damned Ingrid the Tall in Dusktown. Finish my poem to Inguya. In the heart of Blackreach, you have stolen mine, and so I. Screech, you are my peach, I beseech. Mining samples. A small bag of mostly worthless rocks. Alright, so I gotta take the mining samples to Ingrid the Tall when we get the chance, but I'm busy right now. Not going all the way back there. Oh, these people want to... Oh, they're goblins. Goblins down here. Oh. That Argonian was trying to help me, but... he or she was a little bit too late. What's going on over here? Some people hanging out waiting for their friend or something. Maybe they're all questing as a group.
We're here. Let's find this assassin.
Alright, let's do it. Been tracking this assassin for a long time.
Careful. I sense the presence of other vampires. Harrow fiends. The result of the ritual is stopped. So they must have brought them from someplace else.
Alright, what's over here? Another vampire? Or a Harrow Fiend? A rich Harrow Fiend. He had 10 gold on him. Now that was a vampire. That was not a Harrow Fiend. I don't think. You know, this thing right here, this is supposed to tell me how many light attacks I've done. But instead it's telling me how many light attacks per second, which really is much less useful information. They've made some update to this add-on recently, and they've really made it not as good. You can probably mess with the settings and get it to work the old way, but Don't really want to mess with that now. So I'm just trying to make sure I do enough light attacks in between abilities so I can still do the most damage.
An eye patch. That's the assassin.
Chase? Busy long enough. Sister Sada shall revive the exiles.
That's not good.
That's where Queen Gerhyld.
Now we need to find Sister Thada.
There was a living soul in Western Skyrim.
This place is so barren, so lifeless.
Wonder who said that. Said there's nothing to loot. Oh, I got the white meat that we need to finish the provisioning quest. I need to make sure I hang on to that.
That fool interfered with our blasts.
Oh, what was that I got? Maple Lightning Staff of Frost. Deals 2,059 frost damage from its enchantment. That's not as good as the max damage from this one. This is a training piece, so I don't really want to give that up. I'm going to charge it, though. No, I'll wait.
You listen in. I'll unlock the door.
Rise, Exarch, and be reborn!
Singalis, where is this place?
The Ashen Lord commands it, and so we live once more, Orfra.
Alive again? How?
You have the Ice Reach Coven to thank for that, werewolf.
Using my recipes, witch.
I meant no disrespect to Exarch Singalis.
We're being watched, brother.
Next time, Thada, the Ashen Lord, will expect more than the restoration of a single reliquary. Now deal with the intruders, or I'll toss you to the Harrow Fiends.
Come out, little skeevers. Come out and play with Sister Tharda.
Oh yeah, we'll come
How
out
many of
alright.
your sisters am I gonna have to kill before you give up?
It's you who killed my dear sisters. Our vengeance will plague you beyond the grave.
the heck did he do to me? Skeleton. My abilities are all grayed out. Oh, I guess she's invincible when she gets like that. You have to kill all the ads first. Out of magicka.
One more witch for the pyre. Let's go after the other two. Damn, we lost them.
Thought I was gonna get hurt in that fall, but I was okay.
Damn it. The vampire and the werewolf are long gone. They called themselves Singalis and Ophrah, and they had an unusual rank or title, Exarch. I wonder what that means.
They also mentioned an Ashen Lord.
Yeah, I heard. No idea who or what that is, though. Maybe Fen can make sense of what we saw down here. In the meantime, I'm gonna head back inside. I want to get a better look at those stone husks that were left behind.
What do you want me to do?
While Fen and I examine that ritual site more closely, you should return to Solitude and inform Svanna that her mother's assassin has been taken care of. She'd want to know. More than that, she deserves to know.
Alright, I'll go tell Svanna the news.
I left Svanna back at the Lonely Troll under the care of that drunken orc Mog. Unless he ignored my rather stern warnings, he should be keeping the princess there. I'll meet you back in the city once we finish here.
What are you hoping to find back at the ritual site?
Anything that tells us more about what the Coven and its allies are trying to accomplish. Maybe something about this Ashen Lord. I'd even settle for a clue that points us to any other strongholds they have down here. We need something more to go on.
Why did you leave Svanna at the Lonely Troll?
Because I don't trust the security at the palace. Vampire or not, the assassin had too easy a time getting close to the Queen. Besides, Svanna feels comfortable at the tavern. I figured she needed some comfort after watching her mother die.
You saw it too, right? That werewolf shed that statue like a snake sheds its skin. Was she inside that stone husk the whole time, waiting to be awakened? Or did the ritual somehow summon her into that vessel? There's a lot I still don't understand.
Me either. What do you think Sister Tharda was doing in there?
A ritual, obviously. Remember the altar at Kilcreath? We found the urn, the reliquary, and shards from a large stone vessel. I think they were the remains of one of those stone husks. I'm not sure how, but it all ties back to the Harrow Storms.
How do the stone husks tie to the Harrow Storms?
I thought the purpose of the Harrow Storms were to create Harrow Fiends. Now I think that's only a byproduct. The storm somehow gathered energy that the witch used to summon Ulfra the werewolf. Ulfra seems to think she was brought back to life.
Brought back to life? Is that even possible?
I've come to the conclusion that anything is possible where magic is concerned. I'm going to look around with Lyris, then return to Old Mjolnir to finish studying the witchpike residue. Maybe that will help me understand how the ritual works.
You can really figure out the ritual by studying the residue?
Theoretically, using my knowledge of alchemy and Old Mjolnir's understanding of reach magic, we should be able to figure something out once we know what components were used in the ritual.
We heard them mention Exarchs and the Ashen Lord. Do you know what any of that means?
I don't know of any Ashen Lord, but Exarch. I came across the term after the incident at the mass grave in Banquerai. It's a rank used by the ancient army. Its members were buried in that unhallowed grave, and their remains were smuggled here.
What ancient army?
The Grey Host. It was an army of vampires and werewolves that rampaged across Hammerfell during the First Era. There aren't a lot of records remaining, and even the burial site was a closely held secret. Exarch was a rank, like General, I suppose.
Do you think someone is trying to bring the Grey Host back to life?
I don't know. But that's the impression I got from the witch's conversation with the Exarchs. I wish I knew more about this Sengalis and Ulfra, though. And the Ashen Lord, for that matter. That's why I want to check the ritual site.
Okay. Alright, we need to go talk to Svanna. Let's see if they say anything different.
I left Svanna back at the Lonely Troll under the care of that drunken orc Mog. Unless he ignored my rather stern warnings, he should be keeping the princess there. I'll meet you back in the city once we finish here.
I've come to the conclusion that anything is possible.
Yeah, okay, he's just repeating himself. Alright, so let's go back to Solitude. First, I'm gonna give this guy these, mining samples. These were supposed to be delivered. And the person who was supposed to... Uh-oh, what is this? This doesn't look good. Yep, I figured there were going to be giant spiders. There we go, level 10. There goes another Harrow Storm. Alright, I need to get Refreshing Shadows. I do not see Refreshing Shadows. Oh, it's a shadow skill. I've already got it. Okay, so I probably need to morph Veiled Strike. Alright, hang on just a minute. Alright, I don't need to morph Veiled Strike. I need to get 2 racial abilities. So I'm gonna get Spell Attunement, that'll increase my spell resistance. And I've still got 2 skill points left. So... Alright. Let's do Light Armor, Grace. This will reduce the effectiveness of snares. And then Evocation will increase my Magicka recovery. That's actually even more important. But that's it. That's all of our skill points. And once we finish this skill line, let's see. Alright, I've already done this particular Harrow Storm. See how close people are to finishing it. Yeah, it's almost over.
Summon a dozen more!
Vampire clan lineage. Wonder what that is. Oh, it's just gold. Great. Alright, now I can mount a horse. Normally you get a horse for free when you reach level 10. And it is this horse right here, Sorrel Horse. And you just hit H, now you can ride on a horse. Makes getting from point A to point B a lot less tedious from here on out. Sometimes you can even outrun casters, although not in this case. Oh, here's some wood right here. I love the way everything echoes down here. Really makes it sound realistic. The way an actual giant cavern would sound. And now I'm seeing another quest icon. I guess that's for this quest right here.
Hold on! 27 geode crates, 15 pickaxes, 5 wheelbarrows, 42 fresh tourniquets. Okay, yeah, there's a lot to do, so I don't have much time. What is it?
I found these samples near Kelburn's corpse.
Corpse, eh? Well, call me not surprised. He never was any good at this. Always came off like he was better than us working folk. But the only thing he was good at was slacking. Alright, I'll pay you for his samples.
You expected him to die?
Yeah, so what? He was going to die sooner or later. I didn't make him take the job, so him being dumb don't make me guilty. Just give me my samples and move along.
Here, take your samples.
Judging by this bag, it looks like he died for nothing. Figures. Now I got to find a miner who actually knows how to prospect. Well, I said I'd pay you, so here you are. Walk off, pal. No time for useless chatter.
You're not very friendly.
Oh, boo-hoo. Mining is expensive and hard. It's even harder down here. Miners only survive when they're tough. How about you take your friendly and move along?
I will. First get your horse, by the way, it's really slow, as you can see. You have to go to the stables every day and pay a little bit of gold to upgrade it, and then, like, a month later, it'll be max speed. I'll show that to you later. Alright, first thing we want to do, now that we're back in Solitude, is finish the provisioning certification quest that we couldn't finish last time because I messed it up.
Once you return with the ingredients, we'll determine whether you know how to combine them.
I'm ready to try. I have them right here.
I've always believed the hunt for ingredients is its own reward.
I had a successful hunt. What's my next step?
Now, the moment of truth. Go to a cooking pot with your ingredients and follow the recipe. Return to me with the results, so your worth as a cook may be judged.
Alright, I'm going to skip all these dialogue options, because sometimes that will cause the quest to not be finishable. So here's the cooking fire. I'm going to make some roast pig.
Bring me your culinary creation so I might inspect it. I'll determine whether or not you deserve certification.
It's right here. Eat up.
Interesting scent. Do I detect a hint of Wamasu? No, that can't be right. Not how I do it, of course, but interesting enough to pass certification. You may now fulfill provisioning writs. Keep your pots warm and your ladle clean. Mastery of 3 crafts is its own reward.
Alright, we've done all 3 crafts now. I have a few questions.
Certainly. Please specify.
How did you become a master crafter?
Decades ago, before all the trouble, I was a renowned chef in Cyrodiil. I had engaged an exclusive contract to provide the Mages Guild in their travels, providing food and drink that wouldn't spoil when carried through portals.
How did you learn enchanting and alchemy?
Broiling fish, forging glyphs, or mixing potions. It's all recipes and ingredients. I proved the theory when I joined the ranks of the Mages Guild. Mastered both crafts within 3 years. Not that I'm bragging.
Alright, so all we need to do now as far as... Oh, there's Millenith, right there. She's been hiding in this little room here the whole time. So now we can go ahead and get the other,
Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else.
We can get all the other certifications now. Tell me more about Blacksmith Certification.
Prove you know your way around a forge and I'll certify you. But you have to commit. I can only train 1 discipline at a time.
I want to be certified as a blacksmith.
I want you to craft a simple iron dagger. First you'll mine some iron ore, then refine the ore into iron ingots. You'll use those ingots to make the dagger.
You'll certify me if I make an iron dagger?
Yes. You have to prove you know your way around a blacksmithing station. Those are the rules. For now, bring me an armload of iron ore. Once you're back, you'll refine them into iron ingots.
Tell me where to find iron ore.
There's a place outside of town which should still have some iron ore veins. Head there and mine it for yourself. Bring me 10 solid chunks of iron ore. If those veins are played out, you'll need to find iron ore on your own.
I'll return with the ore. Alright, these will actually be quicker to finish now that we've got a horse. These are the stables, by the way, right here. This is where you go to upgrade your horse.
I killed a man for mistreating his horse in front of me. And I remember every mount that comes through here. I'll remember you too.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not abusing horses. So you could do that once per day. So every day when you log on, you just come up here, talk to her. You'll see the 3 options. You always want to upgrade your speed first. Only when your speed is maxed out do you want to increase stamina or carrying capacity. Now, what is this right here? For glory, okay? Calling all adventurers, sellswords, and spellslingers, heroes, and ne'er-do-wells. Do you long for a greater challenge? Try your might at the battlegrounds, where games of glory and gore await you. We seek the greatest champions of the land for our contests of strategy and skill. Speak to Battlemaster Riven for more information. Alright, we're not going to do that right now. We'll come back and do it later once we finish some other things that we need to do. Details on the Mid-Year Mayhem. Alright, this is a temporary event that's happening right now. Hearken to the heart of Tamriel, the faithful of Saint Alessia have returned. Our imperial blood runs true, yet we have seen the tide turn in favor of your alliance. Please accept our supplication and our blessings at your gate to Cyrodiil or in any battleground camp in Tamriel. So we can go ahead and do this, but this is it's an event that only happens every once in a while. There's a lot of extra rewards for doing PvP right now. This is Predicant Miera.
Sacerdote Aloysia can sound a bit overzealous in her sermons, but those who listen are inspired without fail. Are you also looking to receive the blessing of the White Stray?
Is that what this crowd is doing?
Indeed. It's quite popular. All the soldiers want double rewards for their efforts on the battlefield.
Double rewards, that's what you get. Double rewards. What are you offering exactly?
If you know the legend of Pelinal Whitestrake and Saint Alessia, you're on the path to understanding. If not, well, those who accept the blessing are renowned for their brave deeds in days thereafter. Surely that's something your people value.
And what do I do to participate?
Holy Writ states that at the Battle of Helden, fierce Pelinal's face and hair were covered in the blood of righteously slaughtered Aelids. Anoint yourself likewise in honor of his prowess, and return to me.
Tell me about Pelinal Whitestrake.
He was the firebrand who led the fight for freedom against our brutal taskmasters, the Aelids. We hold that his actions were divinely inspired. The Bridge of Helden was one of his many victories, unifying the tribes of men against the elves.
Who are the priests of Saint Alessia?
Once we preached Alessia's truth in the temple district of the Imperial City, before its siege and sacking by Molag Bal. Many fell, but many fled to carry on our work outside the city walls.
Tell me about Pelinal Whitestrake. I think I've already asked her this.
He was the firebrand who led the fight for freedom against
what
our
happened at the
brutal
Bridge of Helden?
taskmasters, the Aelids. The elves sought to blockade the northern bridge, driving back Nords sent to reinforce Saint Alessia's army. The Whitestrake, ever eager for elven blood, assaulted their lines and slew them, every one, before the Nords could even ready their arms.
Okay. So, we need to go find some blood and put the blood all over us. Here we go. Basin of the Gore Virtuous.
Did you see Bargalor in that last match? No? You missed some incredible moves. Hit demons for life, right? They just have that something. They're so great. I can't wait until the next match.
You want your home to look stunning, yes? I can help, either before or after your next Battlegrounds match.
Okay, so these are Battlegrounds banners. Gotcha.
So, how was it? Speak! Do you feel invigorated, imbued with righteous power, or perhaps struck dumb with awe by a vision of Saint Alessia herself? Go ahead, reveal to all your holy transmogrification.
I'm not sure that's what happened.
Oh, well, everyone's experience is different, to be sure. But don't let that keep you from getting out there and making a legend for yourself. The Whitestrake will walk in your steps and goad you to righteous fury.
Alright, I'm gonna get Pillinel's Mid-Year Boombox and Scroll of Pillinel's
Though
Ferocity.
Pellinol is seen as a controversial figure by some, none can dispute the mark he left on our land and culture. And so we cry, Hail the White Strake!
Alright, and this Pillinel's Ferocity, I've already got the buff. Gives me double rewards from PvP activities. And then you also get this item right here that you can use to refresh the buff. Let's see what's in here. Some Telvar stones, siege repair kit, don't need any of that. This I can sell for gold.
You should look at my wares. I'm not saying anything against what you have, just that you deserve better.
Alright, and you can use alliance points here to buy gear. So this is all kinds of gear that's good for PvP, but you have to have alliance points, which you get from doing PvP activities. I'm going to go ahead and talk to him and take these quests, and then we'll continue with the crafting quest. And we'll do Battlegrounds later and try to complete this.
Welcome. You stand amidst the Circle of Champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have what it takes?
Tell me about the Battleground games.
Of course. Now, we may have many games available. Which challenge would you like to know about?
Tell me about Team Deathmatch.
Team Deathmatch has always been popular. All that ceaseless bloodshed really gets the heart pumping. Just go into the field and attack as many players as possible. The more hits you get in, the more points your team scores.
Okay, tell me about Domination.
Anyone can claim a capture point, but it's a true test of skill to master Domination. Seize and protect as many capture points as you can. The team with the most territory in the end wins. In this game, you must dominate your rivals or be dominated.
Okay, tell me about some other games.
Ever the curious one, eh? Good. Knowledge can be key to a decisive victory. What other challenge would you care for me to explain?
Tell me about Capture the Relic.
Capture the Relic is one of our simpler games. You must seize your enemy's relic and return it to your base, all while protecting your own relic as well. Teamwork is the key to victory in this game, as you'll need a strong defense and offense.
Tell me about Chaos Ball.
Chaos Ball sounds simple. You grab the ball and hold on to it for as long as you can. The longer you last, the more points you earn. It gets a bit more complicated when you're also running for your life, dodging swords and spells from the other team.
Tell me about Crazy King.
Ah, one of my personal favorites. Unlike our other games where you must stand fast, Crazy King gets the blood really flowing. In this game, the capture point keeps moving. Keep your feet quick and your shields up. Difficult to win when you're dead.
Alright, so... Wait,
Welcome. You stand amidst the Circle of Champions.
I'm interested.
A guild for... Well then, let's see what you're made of. Participate in one of our games at any of our battlegrounds. Win or lose, doesn't matter. Just get your feet wet. I can offer you a greater challenge after you've learned the ropes.
Okay, let's see what this is. That's my guild message. I'll read that later. This is an invitation to Cyrodiil. Really, Cyrodiil isn't much fun when you're leveling because there's hardly anyone there. Although, in this case, it may actually be fun. We'll see what happens. Maybe we can go there. Maybe we can go there later on. But, really, we need to get a Munda Stone buff before we do that. So we're going to have to go back to the core game areas to get that buff before we do dungeons or battlegrounds. And we're also going to need to join the Undaunted before we do dungeons. So we'll do that once we get these crafting certifications. Alright, we got 10 iron ore. Time to head back. Alright, that's it for this video. In the next episode, we'll continue to finish these crafting certifications, and then we'll join the Undaunted and we'll get set up to start doing dungeons and battlegrounds interweaved with Greymoor storyline. Thanks for watching. See you next time.